What's up, everybody? It's the heavyweight Reid Thomas. As promised, today is Friday, the 27th of February. One more day before Black History Month is over, and we're culminating that with our very live in-studio guest, Dr. Larry Reid, and his special guest, Natasha Gray. Is my song about to end? Oh my God.
Okay. I had your back, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, way back. And we say good afternoon to you. It is 3 minutes after 1 o'clock, 1:03 in the city. I am he, there's him, the heavyweight Reid Thomas, on this feel-good Friday afternoon. And you know the saying, ladies and gentlemen, every second of the day, an artist is live.
B.O.B.
You guys been waiting to say that all week, right?
Yes.
You guys missed it, huh?
I said it once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys can be honest and say that you guys missed me. No?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because y'all were you guys were tearing up some stuff in the studio while I was gone. Yes? No? Oh, nobody. Oh, mums is the word now? Nobody has nothing to say? No?
We tried.
See?
No!
One already.
Carmen Cash.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. The first thing of the day.
Yeah.
And I knew it.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's Reid Thomas, along with the interns.
Kara Perez.
Carmen Cash. I didn't say and because
Go ahead.
I thought we were gonna say.
Can you stop banging the counter? That's another thing for you as well. You know, it resonates and it reverbs on the air. Maybe your chair's too high. You ever heard the saying, get off your high chair? Actually, it's get off your high horse, but I wanted to use chair because that's appropriate.
She doesn't want to say anything now.
Because you are who?
The intern Carmen Cash.
Hold on, wait. Another one. That's 4. My gosh. You're like racking them up. It's almost like we're in Las Vegas. Now you don't want to say anything, right? Okay. All right. So you are who?
The intern Carmen Cash.
Oh, hallelujah. Amen. I'm going to give you a thing back for that. Okay. So thank you. All right. Okay, so today's a very special day because we have a special in-studio guest. I've been talking to this guy since last year about doing this because we talked last year about doing what we're about to do now.
Yeah.
And so it's been a year in the making because he's been in the lab doing things. Can I say things?
Thanks.
Yeah, because it just sounds apropos to say
You can
things.
say it.
Okay,
I think
thanks.
you can say it. You can pass it.
Because he's been doing things, especially I'm in North Carolina. I think I have the right to say things. Okay. So, he's been in the studio doing things. The one and only doctor is in the house. I like to say that. The doctor is going to make your house call. Welcome back, man.
I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks so much for having me.
I told you that the last time.
It's good to know that.
Hold on, camera guy.
You ain't gonna give me no ding dong.
Didn't I tell him that the last time he was here that once he's on the show, he has an open invitation all the time? See how the camera's going up and down? Dr. Larry Reid has just received his first ding.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. This is an educational show, so
Okay.
everybody, you're going to learn today.
Well, listen, I'm going to take the open door policy. Anytime I'm anywhere near, I'm going to come back.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Great.
Once you become a guest here, I like to have the open door policy because I want artists to understand that this is home for them. I want them to feel comfortable.
Okay, I feel it.
This isn't the commercial radio station where, can I give you like $1,500 to be on the show today? No, I don't need your money. I don't need your money. All I need for you is to continue to make great music.
Wow.
And then come on here and share it with the global audience because they need to be hearing the music that you guys are putting out. So that's why we do what we do.
I'm glad to be
Well, at least on my show. That's why, because this is my show, so I basically do what I want to do on my show. That's why I said I'm going to have my own show. CKP, that's how it works.
So that's what I've been doing. Just really taking the message that's in my music and just putting it everywhere. You know, so I found out that music is better than preaching. In light of as far as reaching people,
Right.
People would give an ear to a voice that is in a melody more so than a voice that's just speaking and
Right,
teaching.
because you know it's the same thing here at the radio station too. Because I find myself whenever I'm attempting to share the knowledge with the students, after a while it becomes redundant,
It does.
and they feel like they're hearing it over and over again. So it's always good when you can bring somebody else in to kind of reinforce and to kind of corroborate what you've been saying.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess the music is kind of the same thing. It like takes you off of the pulpit and
Yeah, it does.
You know, so
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I can now I understand what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the
Okay.
same message, but you put it in music, and so
Okay.
that's what I decided to do this time. The last song, you know, that was my first single, "Better Than Ever," which you guys were playing over
Oh,
there,
yeah.
and probably still are.
Yeah, we still are. We
Yeah,
killing it.
Yeah, yeah, and that was from the first project, "Work Me Over," which did really well. But I released a sort of a precursor to our next full project.
Okay.
It's called "The Set."
The Set.
Literally, what it is the songs that we've been singing for the last 16, 17, 18 months everywhere we went.
Okay.
And so that includes "Better Than Ever" and the title called "Work Me Over," but I wrote a new song called "Can't Take God From Me." And so I wrote that probably about 6 months ago, 5 months ago. And so we put it on the EP. We also did a remake of Shaka Khan and
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan and Rufus.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah, tell me something good. You know, we changed all the lyrics and changed around some, and it's called "He's Been So Good." And so it's really a great CD, a great EP that you're gonna want to go right now and pre-order, because it comes out on Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
Yes, New Music Tuesday. New Music Tuesday. So this is a very important interview for me because it is the precursor to Tuesday.
Oh, so this is exclusive, man.
It is. It's exclusive. Exclusive. I'm here in the studio with Ray the Brand. You know,
Yes,
so
indeed.
this is
Hallelujah.
exclusive. Because you know, life, a lot of times you can fall on hard times and you can experience loss. And one of the things that I have experienced is loss. I've experienced the loss of loved ones. I've experienced the loss of finances. I've had many cars repossessed since me and my wife been married. We're married 17 years. We had all kind of experiences. We've not always been where we are now. You know, and so you can lose your car, you can lose your house, lose your job, but one thing that you cannot lose and that you can't ever be separated from, as long as there is breath in your body, God is going to be there with you. You know, so you can lose all different things, you know, but you can't take God. And people will try to take your credits, what you've accomplished and what you've done well, your great reputation. You know, whenever you start being successful, and that's really what made me write this song. You started being successful, you know, people will try to take that away from you, your accomplishments. You know, you can take everything, you know, I can lose everything, but one thing that you can't take is God. And at that particular time when I wrote the song, I had suffered a $20,000 loss in the music industry, and including radio. You know, I got you know, messed around a little bit. They got me. You know, so you know, I got up. You know, I had to, you know, deal with legal stuff. I got probably about 12,000 back. I mean, but still. You know, and that was the place I was at, and it really caused anger. I thought I was delivered. It caused an anger, and one day, and I'm not ashamed to say, I found myself flipping, and I had pulled a gun and put it to somebody's head as a pastor. And I've been pastoring since '97 in this country and other countries, you know, so I thought I couldn't say. You know, but I flipped, you know, and it was after that experience, you know, that, you know, every time when I prayed through that, going through those different things, you know, every time I would pray, God will always be there. You know, and I said, you know what, you can take my money, you can take my car, but you can't take God from me. So that's where the mantra comes from, the song, the single.
Yeah, I like that, man. You're a pastor, but you're giving us your testimony
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, man. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Especially being on the RTVS, you know.
Yeah.
we
And
like
the real
we like it
testimony
real.
is I pulled the trigger,
Oh.
but the gun jammed.
Oh, Lord.
That's the real testimony.
Wow.
Yes, that's the real testimony. And see, I come from a place like that of anger, you know, suffered abuse, and I was full of anger, but I thought that was gone. I didn't have a clue, you know. But when I was ripped off of that money, you know, I think that triggered something in me, you know, because I work hard. I mean, my wife worked hard. You know, she's be retired in the military 3 years from now. She's standing in a whole nother state, and she's not here, and all of that. My kids and that. You know, you took that from my family. You know, so it was very hard.
Okay.
Know, so yeah.
All right, so go ahead and introduce the single, man. We're going to play it for the global audience.
All right, this is your new mantra from 2:15 forward. Can't take God from me.
You can take my child, spread lies on me. You can make me cry, I have to give him praise. You can make me down, try to take me down.
Some way, somehow, but you can't take God from me. Said you can't take God from me.
You can set
Radio. Dr. Larry Reid in the building, as well as our good friend Natasha Gray. We're all chopping it up, getting all kinds of juicy information. Make sure you're watching this video at BroadwayRadio.com, RTVS Live. Get it live all the time. Cash Money, Kayla Perez, Dr. Larry Reid, Natasha Gray. And by the way, the lady in the middle, that's Chanel. And we're not talking about the perfume either, we're talking about music media management, Chanel. That is new music from the one and only Dr. Larry Reid, and it is called Can't Take God From Me. Sing it, Larry. Now who was doing the whistling in there, man? Was that you?
No, it's actually one of the background singers, Shamak O'Brien. He was doing it.
Oh, really?
My cousin's husband. Yeah, I've been on this for 14 years old. Yeah,
Yeah, the catering gurus.
That's
Yes.
them.
Uh-huh.
And can whistle. I mean, like nobody business. For real whistling.
All right, but see, it's on your CD. We thought it was you. Like, oh no, he's whistling too. He's a whistling pastor.
No, that's him. That's him doing that.
All right, very inspirational right there, man.
Yeah, my special guest.
Yes, go. Why don't you go ahead?
Can I introduce her?
Yes, of course.
Listen,
She's your special
I
guest.
went somewhere in Charlotte,
Mhm.
and we had to sing. It was a great concert, and this girl came up, and she came up there with her husband, and then they started talking to the audience a little bit, and bam, killed us. I mean, just slayed. We were screaming in the back, me and the whole group. You know, and her name, she's here in the studio. Her name is Natasha Gray.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much, Larry and Ray, for having me today.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to finally have you here, though. Because I know we talked last year when we were attempting to do the first annual I Inspire
Yes.
showcase concert, but obviously you had another engagement. You know, but you were like, okay, but next time,
Yep.
don't forget about me.
That's right.
So here it is, next time.
That's right.
So let's talk about how you got into this whole music thing.
I started singing like at 6 years old. Just at my church. But my whole family can sing. My uncle, I don't know if you've heard of Christopher Gray, the North Carolina Mass Choir, that's my uncle.
Okay.
And so I started out with him. And he taught me all of the studio stuff. And so then I went on to sing background for Shirley Murdoch and then
Okay, As We
Natalie
Lay.
Wilson. Natalie Wilson. So it's just been in me. If you don't preach, if you don't sing, you can play an instrument. So that's just how my family is. And so yeah, that's how I got my start.
Okay, well, that's a pretty good start.
Yeah.
You know, you're surrounded by some greats right there. My goodness. And you know what's funny too, you talk about the training and how your dad taught you and all that, because we had Miss Becky White. She's one of the leaders of the Fayetteville State University Gospel Choir, and she teaches voice.
Oh, yeah, she's a writer.
You know, yeah. And I told her, I said, well, I want you to coach me because I want to work on my voice, but they thought I was talking about singing.
Okay.
I don't want to sing. I speak for a living, so but I always feel that I can get my instrument better and fine tune it even more so. And you know, you go and you get that extra training and the guidance from people that know. Just like how you talked about going into the studio
That's right.
and recording is two different things than just being on the stage and singing.
It really is completely different. It's
So-
scary, actually.
So while we have you both here, let's talk about that, because our global audience needs to understand that, because there are a lot of people out there that are shower singers
True.
and they aspire to do what you guys do.
I'm just a shower singer. I'm not inspired to do anything.
Oh, really?
Cash, we know Cash hits a few notes.
Oh, she can sing. She look like it.
She looks like it.
You look like a singer, girl.
I'm touched on it.
Okay. All right. This is a family.
So, you know, basically, he just asked, like, what do you want? What do you want to talk about? And I felt at times like nobody cared. There was nobody to talk to. Like I was all by myself. And God just continues to remind me that I'm here. I care about what you're going through. I care about your tears. I care about your heart, your soul, your spirit. And so we wrote the song, Just Know God Cares.
Now, you sung the song with conviction.
Yeah.
You know, so it was definitely, your essence was on the tracks. You know, so how is that process though, going into the studio and transferring those words that's on paper now into the atmosphere that becomes this song?
I mean, you just really have to believe what you're singing. And it just, you know, it came home for me because I've walked through it, so I understood what I was saying. It helped that I had a hand in writing it.
Yeah.
But I just believe it. I really, truly believe it.
Okay. Well said. Let's go ahead and introduce your singer.
Awesome. This is Natasha Gray, Just Know God Cares.
And you know the station.
BroncoiRadio.com.
Troubles, situations I've had enough. Long nights I've cried, waiting for morning to come. And I know that trouble, it won't last always. And I know that this heartache, no, it won't last always.
Listen, if you want to connect with me, just log on to Facebook, look up Natasha Gray. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, Natasha Gray area. Love you guys.
Look, this is Dr. Reid. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Dr. Larry D. Reid, R-E-I-D. Even go to the website, drlarrydreid.com.
You can set your trap. Try to wrong my friends.
And our special in studio guest.
Dr. Larry D. Reid.
And you just heard her latest single,
Natasha Gray.
Liquid Prayers. Like that. Little man, you're in the building now. You want to get on the radio, huh? You want to make your radio debut today? Have you been on the radio before? Oh, you're going to learn today. Today's going to be your first day. So I'll tell you what, go over to this microphone right here. Yeah, the little person that I'm talking about is the son of Natasha, right?
Yes.
All right, so what's your name?
BJ.
BJ, and that stands for?
I don't know.
So we just talked to BJ, huh? Okay. All right, so welcome. This is your debut, man. Your first time on the radio. You're here with your mom, so you love the way that she sings?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Now, do you sing as well?
Yes.
Okay, so it's passed on. It's all in the family, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. You just did your first radio cough, too.
Can't you feel them? Now, in spite of everything you've ever lost and anything you may ever lose, this will always be your testimony. Come on, testify.
Never left me, always kept me, been right there with me. He'll never leave me. Can't take out from me.
Ooh, yeah.
Never left me,
Never,
always kept me, been right there with me. He'll never leave me.
never.
Can't take out from me. Never left me, always kept me, been right there with me.
The old people used to say, if you can't say a word, you can just raise your hand, just wave your hand. And so I felt like even when I don't have much to say or don't even have the words to say, that God He can really hear my heart through my tears. And so it's just our liquid prayers. So yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Thomas.
What I do
My
now?
favorite song, you took my question. I said my favorite song is Liquid Prayers. I'm going to ask you about the title and just all the inspiration behind it. You just took it from me.
What you just did? Did she answer your question? That was a great question. That was a great question. That was probably when I ran into the other studio to make sure that we were recording. Because Roderick was sleeping in the other studio. He's gonna watch his reaction 7 seconds later. He's like, oh! But also, okay, look, I like that. Liquid prayers. You find out my tears have some meaning. All right, so let's go ahead and introduce your new single.
My new single, very new, Liquid Prayers. I hope you enjoy it.
You know the station, people.
BroncoIRadio.com.